Thanks, Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie. Yeah, I've seen the situation.
I said, are you happy I can see the red? Are you happy I can see the red? That's what I'm saying. I want to put it back and I can't see the red.
I've seen the situation.
No, but do you think I can see the red? Judd, do you want to have a little look at that? Because I don't want to...
It's your...
Just have a little look. I can see the red.
It's your shot.
If I miss it, if I miss it...
What he's saying is he can see the edge of the red, and he wants Trump to be happy that he can, in case it's put back incorrectly. Olivia Martil was saying, I know where to put it back, essentially.
Yeah, because he could miss the ball like he did. And if it is replaced, he wants to be able to hit it again.
Trump, full. Have a look, please, Ronnie.
He just shook his head and he says, no, I can't see the red. I mean, that was the whole point, wasn't it? The whole point was he could see the edge of it.
Exactly. You know, that's why he asked his opponent to have a look as well, because the referee wouldn't confirm that he can see the edge of the red.
3/4.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, what's the other?
It's going the wrong way now. It's got to go the other way, surely.
I was thinking.
Sorry.
It was impossible.
Just take your hands off.
Good?
No, not yet. Sorry. The line seems all right, so that can only be fractions.
Okay.
Maybe.
To me or to the yellow?
Well, we're seeing the before and the after. It's not quite right. It needs to go
Back
back a little
towards
bit,
me.
doesn't it?
Yeah, the line is very good, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay?
Well, I can tell you, he won't, unless he can see the edge, he will not be happy with this, because the whole point was he wanted to show Trump that he could see it
Ronnie, have a
for
look,
this
please.
very scenario.
Have a little look.
Now inviting Trump to have a look.
I'd say like what?
A mil this way? A fraction?
Still can't see it.
Moved it this way. I said, can we double check?
It wants to go to the right, not back to the
fine.
boat cushion. And it is only a fraction, the slightest fraction, but he's got to be able to hit the red.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's what you can see, but the line here also minus.
A
Sorry,
slight
Marcel?
fraction towards this way.
Marcel Eckhart is the
Times
marker.
way, but it's-
A fraction?
Yeah, it's
It's a fraction. Just you can see, yeah. You could see the red.
No, I can't see this red. Me and Judd agree that I can hit that red, and I literally can't hit it.
Is the position correct, Mars?
I'm not going to play the shot.
No. Oh, you can.
The referee's saying he can see the red now.
It is right. It is right. Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I still can't see the red though.
You-
I agree that I can see the red.
Yeah, but you can still flick the red on the left-hand side.
No, you try.
No.
You try, he says.
According to the picture, according to my marker, it's bang on. Judd, have a double look.
It's not really up to Trump. I mean, he's coming
for
over.
me, this
but
is what I saw before you played the first shot.
I mean, I'm not.
I've moved it already to the left.
I'm not going to play the shot.
Right, do you agree to the left? Yeah. moved it to the left, like a fraction. Yeah? Perfect?
Well, it looks like
Jet, thank you.
finally we're going to play this shot again. If he misses it again, it'll have to be a rethink.
Quiet down now, please. Well, you agreed before.
No, I literally can't see
The
it.
cue ball didn't move now, so
No,
you
but
agreed
I
like...
can't see it. So what do you want me to do? Do I play a different shot? Is
No,
that
no,
what
no,
you want
no,
me to
no,
do?
I'm not saying
No,
that.
I'm happy to do it. If you're
I'm not saying that.
I can't
But
see
according
the-
to my marker,
Judge,
Jet
do you wanna have
Jet
a
is all right.
I see.
You can
half
see the
right.
red.
Do you think I can see that red?
Thank you. Mars.
Do you want to take the cue ball off and we do it properly again?
I already moved it to the left. It's a fraction.
I mean, down the line there, it looks like he can just see it.
Okay.
Well, to me, there just needs to go a fraction to our right. And that's what he was trying to do the first time, and he could see it. We looked and saw that he could see it.
Good grief, that took a long time though, didn't it, to sort all that out. I thought Trump was good there actually, because he could have just stayed out of it. He said you sort it out. He had seen it the first time, so he knew, and that was the point of O'Sullivan asking him, he knew that he could see the red and he was happy that it was just moved slightly.
Great sportsmen, haven't we? We've got great sportsmen in this game. Admitting to fouls when the referees doesn't see them. Helping your opponent put the ball back.
What saved that from being quite a big controversy is that O'Sullivan, right away before he played it the first time, wanted to show everyone he could see it, so that he wasn't gaining advantage if he missed it. Because it took a long time, that did, and it wasn't quite an argument, but there was a lot of discussion going on.
Yeah, it is a good job though. He asked Trump to have a look, because if it had just been between him and the referee, it could have been hairy out there. Now this looks easy on TV, but believe me it's not, and he may have to dig down into the cue ball to avoid the reds. And he's left one at the edge of the pack there. So Trump's gets a chance here, but there's only a couple of reds out.
One. Six. Jet Trump, 6.
one of these frames where there's a red in bulk. So you may start to see red start to scatter a little bit towards that end.
Well, they could ask for a re-rack, especially if Trump just rolls up into them. Because neither player likes to see this type of game.
Well, that changes it. The red is now dispatched back into the bunch.
Oh, that's opened things up. He caught them much too thick. This red closest to the left corner. Of course, it's the easiest red, but not the easiest to get to a colour from.
One.
Never easy to get to a colour from that red. And there's a lot of pressure on this blue. If he takes it on, I can't see him not. Yeah, good shot. Had to go in. There's no hiding place.
6. 7. 12.
And taking this red to the right corner, that frees the black in there. And then he could start thinking about making a big break. Well, took the more
13.
difficult red and made it look easy.
Yeah, talked about how focused he's been during the championship. If anything, he steps it up today. He just seems completely on top of everything. Of course, it's his 8th World Final. The one he lost was 2014 to Mark Selby.
18.
When he dominated day one, Selby dug in like he does and came through on the second day. This is a different sort of match, I guess. It's probably going to be more open than that one. More suited to O'Sullivan's own style.
19.
Yeah, he just didn't want
24.
that cue ball tight to the cushion there. And it's made this pot a little bit more difficult, but there's a positional side of the shot. Awkward cueing. Needs to slow down. And that's what I
25.
was talking about there. Just because the cue ball was close to the cushion, he had to concentrate on the pot rather than the positional side of the shot. The green is still on. It would help if he could reach it. Full stretch there. Now, what's the damage?
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 25.
Has he left the red on? I think he can pot it with a bit of side, but can he get to a colour? Dropping it in is not a problem, but getting to a colour is.
Again, we're just talking fractions, aren't we? Making the difference for what could be a good frame winning chance.
Did well. He did really well.
Yeah, I just feel with Trump, he can get that cue ball basically anywhere on the table he wants, somehow.
And bend round balls, because look at the bridge hand there. Had to raise his bridge hand to be able to bend the cue ball round the first red. But he gets a chance.
Yeah, and
6.
feels important this, because O'Sullivan, the intensity he's had, the way he's played so far, he looks determined to really do some serious damage in this first session. Trump can peg him back here though, because he started with a break of 72 in frame 1.
7. $13.
It was a tough green he took on. And he was a little unfortunate not to be on the blue.
14.
Doesn't need the difficult yellow.
$20. $21.
Well, that's not good. Straight on the blue. Needs to screw the cue ball back to where it is now, roughly. Then he'd have a straight red to the right corner. And he's underhit that. This isn't straightforward now.
26. 27.
It's getting harder. Oh, what a fancy way to get round to the reds. Incredible shot. Really was an incredible shot, that. His knowledge of the angles is unsurpassed.
$34.
Yeah, if you had his voice on the sat-nav in the car, you'd feel like you were going to get to where you wanted to go, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you wouldn't finish up in the odd river. And this low red must go. The other two are then available to the left corner. And now this has turned back into a winnable chance in this fourth frame.
39.
I was just looking at Ronnie O'Sullivan there, and he's accepted his fate in this frame, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Trump doesn't seem too happy with the position here. Running into the other red.
46.
But it's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. Because he leads by 31, so this pink O'Sullivan needs a snooker. Listen, we're greedy people here. We want this match to be close, don't we? We want it to be a thriller because we're watching two great players. This is the green that O'Sullivan missed, and the response from Trump has been emphatic. He's had to get over a couple of hurdles, and he's not quite there because that red needed to go in. It's one snooker.
52.
And he just tried to make sure of the red, absolutely sure of the red. He didn't play any position whatsoever. How important could that be?
1.
Doesn't need the black. He doesn't need the pink though.
Seven. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 7.
No, that wasn't the best shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan. First things first, he should have got the yellow safe.
Trump could do with knocking this in, couldn't he, and not having the anxiety of the playing for snookers. And he hasn't done that. Again, it just stays out.
Yes, and Ronnie O'Sullivan just looking to see where he wants to be on the green to play, able to play a good snooker in behind the brown.
2.
And that will do nicely. This is missable. How have I got here? That's what he's thinking. Oh, I've got myself in this position.
Yeah, and the problem, apart from being snookered, is all balls are in the open. There's nothing on a cushion. Biggest moment of the match so far, this.
Yeah, what he mustn't do here is miss the green and leave the green on. That is an absolute no-no. Very close. Now, the other no-no was leaving a free ball.
Foul.
And that was a really poor shot.
Ronnie, you're 7
really
4.
from Judd Trump.
And a free ball.
That could probably cost him the game. That's unforgivable, I'm afraid.
Yeah, what a moment this is. I mean, he just needed that red. He had the chance at the
Brown
yellow,
ball.
but free ball, so Brown counts 3. O'Sullivan with a chance for 3-1.
Well, he's going to come back to the table, Judd Trump.
3.
Fortunately. I mean, when he was playing the green out the snooker, I thought he was going to leave the cue ball on the black cushion. So there's no chance of potting the green and getting to the brown. He just never thought of the free ball. I find that amazing.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 3.
He's a very lucky boy coming back to the table. And O'Sullivan not being straight on the brown. It could have been a lot worse for Trump. He's pushed it towards the corner. Oh, and that's turned that into a very, very good safety. That little rub on the pink net.
Trump must feel this is self-inflicted. This hole is in. That's the worst part of it. He may still get out of it.
Well, he gave it lots of thought, that. But it's a thin cut to the left corner. The cue ball will be going back down towards the brown.
Well, it's only frame 4. We've had a bit of everything. We've had a century. We've had a long discussion with the referee. 30-minute frame. The snooker's been got already in the balance. Trump desperate to get it on the board now. O'Sullivan knowing it's a big early moment if he wins it.
He could do with the ball safe, Trump. And the longer the safety goes on, more chance of that. It's not far away. Neither is the white.
Amazing, isn't it?
Chatra, 4.
Got another day and a half of this, folks. Having wrested the initiative, it's been handed back, the white going in. Now then, Judd Trump. Desperate to pot this because remember O'Sullivan at the moment can still tie. Just shaved the knuckle. Wow. So it could be a respot.
I don't know how many chances did Judd need. I mean, this was a relatively easy shot for somebody of his calibre. Will he get another chance? That cue ball needs to slow down.
3.
Not ideally on the brown.
This frame should have been over though, shouldn't it? Several times. The key frame really of his match with Higgins was the respot frame at the end of session 2. Higgins had missed a black to trail only 9-7. O'Sullivan won the frame to lead 10-6, and after that Higgins didn't really get close to him.
They're really good shots there. To play at back speed because you know where the brown's going to be if you miss it. And it wasn't an easy shot.
7.
Not ideally on the blue.
Twelve. $18.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan needs this black, and the black comes back on for a respot.
Hi, I'm Ronnie O'Sullivan and welcome to Eurosport Snooker on YouTube. Click here to subscribe to Eurosport Snooker.